Good evening. Hi Gomati. Hi Rekha. Welcome. Very good evening. Hi Anandi. Good evening to you all. Good evening. Good evening Sri Lakshmi, Shobha, Kalaivani, Kavita. Very good evening. Hi Vinoda. Good evening. Very good evening Vasanti. Welcome to Jai Shri Narayan Creations. The second episode on coffee painting style on fabric. Okay, now before we start the painting, let me congratulate few of the participants who have shared their creations to me. The first one is Mrs. Sharada ma'am from Madurai. She has started the sari painting. It was a somewhat like blue color. So she has started the second picture, second pose of Krishna on sari, and then Anandi has traced the design on the fabric. It is a white colored one. I'll just show you the picture also. Hi Samyukta, very good evening. Hi. Okay, let me show you the pictures. So happy to receive all your creations. Day by day, the number is increasing. This is what I was telling you about Sharda ma'am's work. Just a minute, let me see whether I'm focusing it properly. Fine. Okay. So this is Sharda ma'am's work on sari, a blue color sari. She has started with a leaf Krishna painting. Then we have this is Anandi's work. She has traced the design on a white sari. Great going, you people. Please do try and complete it at the earliest. Then we have Kavita ji's work. Two pieces she has started and shared halfly. It was not fully completed. In fact, the stonework and other enhancement was pending, and that too she has finished it. Both the pictures. One is the crawling Krishna, excellent work, and the second one is the leaf Krishna. Once again, a beautiful creation. Hats off to you and great going, Kavita ji. Then we have this is Gayatri from Pondicherry. She is doing a very big Krishna face on the pallu. The pallu has three different colors, and she has placed it in such a way that the zari, or rather the darker color, do not disturb the eye portion. Okay, so in such a way she has placed it. She's doing a very good job. Wish you all good luck. And then we have this is Shanti from Chennai. Last session's work, coffee painting style of work on fabric. So she has completed the very same day. So happy about you, Shanti. Great going and keep it up. and this is Vasanti Raj ma'ams. So she's one of the senior most and the senior participant in our group, and then in spite of her ill health and age, she has completed the work. In fact, just now before I started the session, she has shared this to me. Very good and great going, ma'am. And this is very very hot. In fact, at 4:50 she has shared it. This is Rekha Ashwath Narayan's work. Beautifully done. Awesome work. So perfect in coloring, tracing, everything. And look at the way how she has stretched the fabric. Very very tight enough so that the color slides through the surface beautifully. Remember that once your frame is fixed properly, then you can finish your work quicker also, because these two go hand in hand. So remember to frame the fabric in tight and then start your work, and use a angular brush preferably for filling of colors. I always repeat this, so please do get a set of angular brushes, different sizes, and you can finish the painting in no time. Okay, these are some of the creations shared by the participants. So happy about it. And before we start the main painting, let me show you a sari on which I have painted Radha Krishna also. Just a minute. Hi Nagakumari, Leela, welcome. So this is a sari gifted to me by one of my close friends. So she has gifted about 4 or 5 years ago. It was just lying. I wore it without painting on it. And later I thought I could, during the COVID, I was little free and a lot of time was there, and I wanted to engage myself in a different way. So I started doing this sari, and I have completed this work. About 2 years ago, I completed this. So standing Radha Krishna pose. With the here, why I am sharing this picture to you all right now is, people were asking me for the size of the picture exclusive for the pallu. See, when we talk about the pallu, it is all like, it could be a slender one with a height of, say, about, this is I think 24, and yes, it will be this is around 17 by 15. Sorry, this is 12. So actually this is a work which I have done it on original style of tanjore painting. The same picture I have done on the sari also. So for an 18 by 24 board, this picture was done. And now here it is 12 inches by, and the full height is around 16. 12 by 16 is the size. The other day I told you it should be 40 by 24, right? Many people were asking me personally what would be the size, exact size to decide for the pallu. So it all depends upon our requirement or the client's requirement, or according to our budget also. Okay, so you can decide the size. Like for the example, this is a smaller one, and to enhance the entire picture, and it's a tanjore style of work, I have taken the pillar also at the sides, and then after the pillar, before that, just above the zari, I have made a scallop pattern with lot of stones studded, and then the head and tail strokes also done over here. Okay, so these are some of the kind of work which you can do. You can decide on your own also. So this is a purely a typical tanjore style of work. Normally we do it on the board, but on the other hand I have done it on the sari. Understand? Okay, done. Now we will begin our session. So to all the participants and to all the people who have created the faces and shared it to me, hats off to you all, great going, and do join me in all my live shows and create something different. Okay. What is that, Rupa? You okay? Thank you. Which gold paint? This is Fevicryl Pearl Metallic Gold Paint. Okay, it comes in a 100 ml pack also, so you can buy that, which is very economical, or 25 ml also, 10 ml also comes. But I'll always buy the 100 ml and one 10 ml so that you can transfer the color into the smaller one whenever it gets over. So Fevicryl Pearl Metallic Gold Paint is really good, and then you can just try directly on the thing because the pigments are very strong and easy for application also on the fabric. Good evening, Sharda ma'am. Congratulations and thank you for the share. What you have created on the sari, the leaf Krishna, what you have started. Okay, and keep continuing and complete your work also. And for the other portions of the sari, I have not done anything. It is as it is because I wanted to have a very grand pallu, so I just left it as it is. The other day itself, I wanted to share it with you all, but somehow it just slipped, so I did not share it to me. And today I thought I will better. Okay, now in today's session there will be what we are going to do will be an dancing pose. So I have traced the design and I have outlined it also because these two are very easy for everyone whoever is or into the line of art and craft or painting like that. Hi Pratibha, thank you Leela. So in today's session we will be doing a pose, a dancing pose. Okay, now what you do is using the burnt sienna color, as I told you the other in the other session, direct sienna loaded in the brush and do the outline work after tracing. Okay, you can use an yellow carbon or a black carbon. Here I have used only black carbon. I have traced the other patterns also, the Mohiniyattam, the Kathak and others. Yeah, this is Kathak. And then we have Mohiniyattam, all those stuffs. So after tracing the design, for tracing you can always use black carbon because the outline and the color which we are going to use here is little darker, that is burnt sienna or the dark brown. So absolutely no issues when you use a black carbon, and preferably a used black carbon. Don't use a fresh carbon because when you use a fresh carbon there is a chance of messing up the base, that is a fabric, because the carbon, the wax gets smudged all over at the other places also. Just to avoid that, take a carbon paper and then wipe off the excess. Somebody was asking asked me this question personally, how to remove the excess carbon. So just keep the carbon paper and using a waste cloth, wipe off the excess wax on it and then use the carbon. Okay, so that you will not spoil the other areas of the fabric. So your concentration will be mainly on the portion, and even if you keep your finger or if you keep your hand and if you press it, or even if you go wrong also, no issues because it will not damage the fabric. Okay. Yes, you can do on 300 GSM paper, watercolor paper, but watercolor paper can be used even. I know some of the paintings I even use acrylic colors on watercolor paper. You can try. Okay. I have done one, but the piece is not with me. It has gone for a shoot, so it is over there. When I get it back, I will share it to you. Okay, that was Radha Krishna standing with two ladies at the sides. That was done with the poster colors, and of course not the fabric. The acrylic colors. It was done with the poster colors. Okay. Now we will do the work. So what you must do is first you do it, then on the palette you have to take 3 shades of fabric colors and burnt sienna. I will just show you, and have clean water also. Okay. And tomorrow also I am planning to have a session, and if time permits I have a personal work, and if time permits we will plan the session. Otherwise day after tomorrow it's going to be watercolor mandala. Okay. See, one is the direct paint. So you need three shades. One is the direct paint, the other one with less water, the other one is with more water. Okay, so three things you need. What you do is, hi Anandi, thank you Anandi, you were the one you asked me, right? Okay, fine, I just forgot the name. Thank you so much, and for the feedback, and Vasanti, very good evening. Now you need to add one, you leave it as it is, the darker color, that is not the darker color but the color directly from the bottle. Okay, we have not added any color to it to make it little darker also. So this is burnt sienna as you find it in the container. The second one is a medium one where you will add water 1:, about 7 or 8 this thing, what do you call, drops of water, little extra. Just dilute it. This is not enough, this is little darker, so you can add some more water to it. When you apply on the fabric, you will know the difference. Okay, the second one, third one will be more of water. So I will add water here and then add the color to it. Okay, now I will take little by little water, little by little color, and then I'll just dilute. Just see the dilution and the lightest color possible. Take some more, just mix it, and keep all the three ready. Understood? And of course we need clear water, and then the design traced on the fabric with outlined. Okay, now we will start. After outlining the design, there is a slight difference in this work from yesterday's work. So that is why I told you don't mix the second session also. Hope I am focusing it properly. Okay, done. And of course, apart from this, you need white also. Okay, and one round brush, preferably 000 for detailing. When we talk about the dancers, the different poses, the dresses will be like they'll have lot of pleats and folds and other stuffs. Okay, all those things should be highlighted when you do the painting. Now using the flat brush, take the lightest color. This is the lightest one, the darkest, medium, and you have the lightest. Okay, I'm taking the lightest one. Just I'll do the dress. What you do here is apply the color. It should be ekdam lightest. Okay, so now for the dress alone we are doing, especially the hi Sujata, especially the down portion. Okay, the same way we do with the coffee painting also. 3 different shades, one darker with very less of water for outlining and for highlighting, then we have the medium with less water, and finally the lightest possible. Okay, some dirt. Hi Anandavalli, good evening. Welcome. Okay, now only for the dress I am doing. The other portions we will do little later. Okay. Once this is done, what you do is just leave it to dry completely. Don't do anything immediately. So for the dress alone, because we need to show lot of pleats and folds for the dress, so just apply the lighter shade and leave it to dry completely, and then we will switch on to the next step. Okay. Now in the meantime, for the chalanga and for the jewelry portions, what you do is using, because it's a smaller picture and the height is about only 7 inches, so you have to use, it's only 7 inches. See here, 7. Okay. And then we will use the round brush, preferably 000. Okay. Meena, angular brush எந்த ஆர்ட் மெட்டீரியல் விற்கிற கடையாக இருந்தாலும் கிடைக்கும். அங்கே கேட்டிங்கன்னா கொடுப்பாங்க. லோக்கல் பிராண்ட் இருக்குது, நல்ல குட் குவாலிட்டியும் இருக்குது. ஸோ உங்களுக்கு எது வேணுமோ அதை நீங்கள் கேட்டு வாங்கிக்கலாம். ஓகே. இட் ரியலி ஹெல்ப்ஸ் எஸ்பெஷலி வென் யூ டூ இட் ஆன் த ஃபேப்ரிக். துணியில் பண்ணுறதுக்கு அது அவசியம். எல்லோரும் எவ்ரி ஒன் மஸ்ட் ஹாவ் அ angular brush. Okay, don't bother about the canvas board, but when you're doing fabric painting, better to have two different sizes, smallest and the little bigger, the angular brush. Yes, exactly. The maintenance of the brush makes a lot of difference. Okay, so you have, because brushes are very expensive and we have to maintain it properly, so that adikadi you need not have to invest money on getting the brushes. Okay, so now for the jewelry and for the other accessories, take the direct paint. Now this time it is the direct paint I am taking. Use a round brush, preferably 000. Okay. Just apply the color. Here for the jewelry also, I am adding one more patch of color filled over there. Angular brush size, 1 second. Yeah, this is 4. Number 4 will be fine. Okay, this is number 4, and I have been using it for so many maybe for the past 3 years, and the rate is 67 rupees. This is 167. 167. Yeah, I think so. It's not that clear. And then we have the short chain. Just fill the color. Then the zari border on the blouse. No water added, it is just the color I am filling. So one side, make it on the other side also. Then for the burn over here, for the flower arrangement on the head, apply the color first. then the pendant, all these things need lot of detailing, so I'm filling the colors first. Okay, and then the border, the blouse, a little bit over here also, just it's a continuation, and little bit over there, and then for the pendant a small portion can be given a darker color, and here when we come down this patch, make it little darker. Okay, and then here bangles also, 1 and 2, done. Okay, I forgot to do the outline over here. Here also the center one, make it darker, and the sides you leave it as it is. So now the darker colors are all over, just leave it. Then what you do is, we will come back to the skirt. It's dried completely. Okay, now using the medium color, not the direct, not the diluted one, just the medium color, load the brush, and then load the brush and then draw lines, the pleats. So what you do here is, I have given a V-shaped thing, so just draw the pleats first, the dress fold, okay, close to one another, make lines, don't make it dark because it will not look nice. Very thin lines in between the two dark lines. This is a medium shade. Just load the brush every now and then. Okay, just see the difference, the lightest, the medium and the darkest you have. All the three colors will really enhance the painting. There is no ratio as such in the mixing. You need to decide when you add water to the color. Hi Shanti, good evening and thank you so much for the share. Your work was really excellent, beautiful creation, and that too on time you have done it. And hi Basha, welcome, good evening. Okay, this is done. Now after the one here, you have two more patches also. So even those patches also should be done with these lines, but very closely packed. Very closely packed parallel lines for the second gap. Which saree you want? Hi Padmini. The one which I shared right now, is it? See, if you have the Tanjore painting pictures in your collections, then you can do everything on the saree also. Okay, now these two at the sides will be lightest. Don't do anything. Okay. Then here the gap which is little above the thing, make small V pattern. First one, then the direct color. Okay, direct color, make it a parallel one above it. Wash the brush, then the medium color again above that. Okay, now below here also you can have the darker shade. Understood? Then coming to the detailing over here, for the pleats I'm using the same water because the color is dried over here. So for this is a direct color I'm using. Follow these patterns little above, make the fold like this. First one line, don't do this beforehand. Okay, after the lighter shade and after the lines drawn, then you make these dark lines, then one more on top parallel to it. Okay. Then little above, a little above also, leave a gap and then repeat the same pattern once again to indicate the pleats folded very closely. Again, two numbers you need to do, two parallel lines you need to do. Okay, now then what you do is you take a little thicker brush, take the medium color and below the dark line give a wash. Okay, same way just above the darker one give a wash. This is with the medium color, so the middle color. Okay, keep all the three ready on the palette and then start using it. Now coming to the base, this should be fully filled with the direct color. Just fill it up. These are the borders, so you can make it dark and then detailing can be done. Okay, now we will do the chalanga over here. For the chalanga, what you need is white. So take white color. No, the first design was not at all shared to anyone. They just took the screenshot while I'm doing it and they have done it. Okay. So now take white, use 000 brush and then place dots very closely. First one row, then followed by the second row, then the third row. It depends upon the size, 3 or 4 or 5. Just place them. Okay, and then same way for the bangles also. What you do is just place dots exactly in the center. Always use 000 for the dots. Now here also, sorry, for the these two, the darker ones, don't draw circles or dots, just draw lines. It will look as if you have painted brown on the white portion. It is not so. First we have done the given the base coat brown. Now we are keeping white lines. Okay, I want the white dots to be highlighted, so we are doing it towards the end, not beforehand. Any other question? Okay, now for the pendant also, just place dots first. Here for the mala, just highlight the mala. Depending upon, once again, the gap, you can make big or small dots. Now coming to the bottom and the other patch here, place dots. You remember the other day we did this. See here. We applied the color, the brown color, leaving the white fabric as it is, and then later on we fill the gaps with white. Here it is the other way. We fill fully the gap with the darker color, and once the color is dried, we are placing the dots. Okay. Hi. Just place the dots. Done. Okay. Dancing lady, all the pictures, the feet, then the poses, everything is 7 inches in height. That is how I have taken. Okay. Now coming to the lowermost portion, make a big dot. So this will 7 inches will fit in perfect in A4 size paper. A4 size is 8 by 11 almost. So your height will be 7 inches. Leaving 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. No water mixed white. It's just directly from the bottle I'm using, and 000 brush for placing the dots. Understood? The next step is, now all this would have dried completely. So take the darker color, there is no water added, okay? Take the darker color, just below the white dots. I have just diluted in the sense the brush was wet, okay? With a wet brush I have loaded the color. So this is how you have to develop and complete the picture. Done. Now same direct dots over here in each gap. Place dots here. Okay, done. Then what you do is, coming to here is, this is also another frill. So you need to take the darker color, the first color. So load the brush with the first color, that is no water added. Then what you do is, just start the center first, the center line. Make the center line first, and then towards the sides the folds are like this, slanting ones. Repeat the same on the other side. Make the lines bold and dark, because the base is the lightest color over here. Okay. Then by the side of this also, place dots. Just 2 lines. Now on the bangles, now we will do the hair portion also. We will finish off the flower on the hair, on the head, the flower arrangement. So for the flower arrangement, take white. I'll just show you a little closer so that just, can you see? Can you all see this? Okay. Fine. Now for the flowers on the head, take white and 000 brush. Just according to your comfort, you can turn the crease. Just take little by little. Now this is the flower portion. So don't place dots, instead draw slanting lines. Okay, one row, then we have the second row, then you can even keep a third row of flower also. Understood? Same way for the bun also, just slanting lines. These are not straight lines, neither dots also, just I'll show you. Just see the. Hi Vasanti ma'am, good evening. Thank you so much for the share. You have done a wonderful job. The feet, this thing, painting, which was done in the last class. Okay. So this is the kind of work for the flower on the head and then on the bun also. Now you have a white portion. Here you can just keep a bold brown dot. Understand? We will do that also. Let us complete. Then cover the bun with dark color, and then the hair also. Leave a little gap. This is the ornament on the head, so I am leaving that. I am giving brown for the rest of the gaps. Brown color. Here also. Done. Now for the earring, dark, and for the jhumka it's dark lines. Okay. Now for the zari. Coming to the zari, take once again white. To keep, make parallel lines like this. This is done with white. Okay. Then we have dots. So all the ornaments and enhancement should be done with white. Now coming to the border, the zari border. Just draw slanting lines. Very close to one another. And the continuation is little bit over there. Then the close chain with white dots, and the pendant white in the center, and around it is the dark brown. Okay. Then coming to the pleats once again, the down portion, it is with dark brown. I didn't want to waste it, so I am using the dark brown. Take dark brown, add just a drop of water just to dilute it, to load the brush. Okay. Here make lines. Understand? And in the next patch it is the circle. Just make circles over there. And then for the belt, sort of fill the colors. It is the medium color, not the direct color, but the medium color. Done over there. This is done. Here it is done. And then let me the hand is not done. So let me do it. To keep my, okay, I'll just and then the okay. Now on either side of this, place dark dots, some handles, okay. And then coming to the other portion, it is the medium color. Just fill the medium color. So fill the medium color over there. It is not the direct color. Just understood. Okay. Now the major portions are done with the coloring and the detailing also. Now whatever portion is left, you have to do the lighter shade. So for the lighter shade, first we did, remember, more of water. So take that color, add, if it is dried, you can add little water to it, and then start coloring the lightest one. Just apply for the dress because we need to outline it. So it is the first lighter color applied. This is a zari, and here we will have the blouse. Okay, now after applying it, the lighter color, what you do is you take the medium color, the second color. Okay, take the medium color, and then before the lighter color dries, try to apply on top so that it spreads on its own. There is no need for you to blend it. It will automatically spread because the base color is not yet dried fully. So before the lightest color dries, take the medium shade and just apply over there. It will spread. I'll show you the spreading also. You will understand. It's a small portion, but you will understand when I show it a little closer. Just see the spreading, this how it has blotted over here. The spreading of the medium color on the lightest. Understood? This is how it should be done for the sari. Same thing over here also, but here it is dry, so never mind, you can apply one more thin coat on top and then do the shading. So thin coat in the sense the lighter one, that is more of water mixed. Okay, we will load that color in the brush. This is the lighter one here also. Then take the medium color, see how it's spreading. It just spread on its own, just like watercolor, wet on wet shading. That's it. Just leave it. Done. Okay, so this is done. And now for the feet also, medium color. It is not the lighter color, it is the medium color. So apply the medium color. Both the feet. Done. Okay, now for the skin. When you do the skin, don't give dark color, so make it as light as possible. Add some more water and then start adding, oh my god, start adding the color slowly to water. Just see the lightest and the next little darker color. This is somewhat like yellowish. Okay. Hi friend, good evening. And then now for the hands. Just see, a drop will do for the entire portion. Just spread it. It should be the most lighter shade. Now for the neck. Then for the face. No features for the face. So just the color application will do. And now for the hand also. Apply the color. Please do all this finally, especially for the face. Let all the other colors dry, and then you can do. Okay. Now for the zari this side, take the darker color. Make some patterns over there. Keep dots or something like that to enhance it. Okay, it is done. Here also add few lines below this. So now everything is over. Now here for the second zari portion, take white, 000 brush. This is local made, but never mix, but it really works. It's very nice. It is oblong, not dots, not lines, but oblong. And here also after the gap, this is the first one, then little gap, and then above that. Okay. Now coming to this portion, make lines over here. Just enhance it. Then here tiny dots, few dots. Place dots over here. Don't keep white dots on all darker areas. Do not do that. Wherever needed you can do. Otherwise just leave it as it is. Understood? So we have fully completed, and what is left, that's all. Just a minute. I will leave the colors aside. Now I will show you the picture. So poses of dancing ladies, different poses you can try like this, but try to maintain the same color combination throughout. Okay, for all the poses it is the lightest, the medium, and the darkest color. That's it. And then for enhancing, we are using white, direct white, no diluting or no mixing with sienna. And the brown color, you can either use burnt sienna or you can even use dark brown also. Okay, don't use Van de Kaye brown, use only dark brown, but look very pretty. So we have one foot, then the second pose, and we have Mohiniyattam, we have Kathakali. So it goes like that. Odissi we have. So the table runner will be like this. Understood? Any doubt? Any doubt in this? And I will share you whether we have the details, whether we have the session tomorrow. If not, day after tomorrow. Okay. No, day after tomorrow we have the 24th. We already have class now. So those who have not enrolled, please enroll for the class. And 24th we will have the session. And better we will plan it tomorrow itself. Next one. Thank you. Okay. So, any doubt, please ask me. Thank you so much for joining, and we will meet again very soon, either tomorrow or the later date. I will inform you. Okay. So, till then, keep creating. You want to show the painting closer to the camera? Sure. I will do it. We'll definitely do that. Just a minute. Yeah. Okay, just see the pleats, the frills, everything. These two are plain, and then the skin are the lightest color for the hands and for the legs, and then the pleat over here just frilled out. So on the lighter we have given darker. Okay, here it is the lightest color first, then the medium color with the lines, and finally for enhancing, once again the medium in between. Okay. It is not so, Shobha, just a mere experimenting, that's it. Okay. Hi Satya, the video is available. You can, yes, she looks very rich. Don't use any other color, use only burnt sienna and white. Okay, only these two colors, light, medium and dark. But that's it. Using these three colors you can create, if you want you can create small wall hangings. Otherwise you can make a table runner or a table spread with more than 8 there are so many classical dances, right? So you can collect the pictures and you can do it, but prefer to have the coffee style of coffee painting style with dark brown color. Okay, sienna and white, just with two colors. Just see the smudging before the skin color dries. I have applied the medium color and it is blotted on its own, and we have a very good this thing, shading. We have not done the shading at all. We just drop the color over there because the base was not it looks a little bit of mural painting sort of, maybe. Okay, the base color was not right when I applied the brown color, I mean the medium color, so got smudged on its own and giving a beautiful effect. Okay, and here when you do, please wait for the base the lighter color to dry completely and then start with the work to get a perfect lines. Maybe you are talking about the shade, the mural yellow and the mural red sort of brown. Okay, but this is something different, just with two colors we have done it. Thank you Lakshmi, thank you Lakshmi ma'am. Thank you, Vasanti. Thank you, Rekha. See you all very soon with a different one. I want to try one watercolor mandala on canvas. Let us see whether we can plan it tomorrow. Okay. And regarding the other session for Saturday, please do join on time, and submission is compulsory. Okay, then bye bye. Thank you all. Thank you so much.